Hello friends, how's everybody doing? It's your friend Jeff playing Colonize. Okay, so this is 0.1.5.8 version. We're gonna go with Bermuda subtropical, 12% trees, 0 snow days, so that's supposed to be easy. And we're just gonna try this again because I want to test out. Okay, so the very first thing we want to do, we don't have to do it, but we're gonna need wood. Like we start with a bunch of stuff, but eventually it's gonna get used up. So we're gonna need that. So we'll set that for priority. This workforce will work from 0600 to 1800. And this here will go from open from 1800 to 0600. And I try to put a garden in. We have a garden right there. Let me see if we can work out the roads. Right, and we're gonna take the road out like this, and we can see that there's some rocks over here. So this would be a good place. Now we're not gonna produce this right now, but this would be a good place for one of these right here. So that'll be there. Is there a way of us connecting the road? So they can, go like that, I guess. And then we have this here. Could we... And could we take this from here and it's not gonna let me, but it'll let me go right here. So that's fine. I just want to connect that, and then if I can take this and can we? It's not, man. God, this game. Come on, let me. It'd be nice to... There we go. That's what we wanted. Geesh. Wow, you see how difficult that was? But, alright, so we got that going. So now could we strategically put in... Could we strategically put in a well... right there. And if you notice on Bermuda, on easy, we get $400 instead of just 100, I think, on Plymouth. If I remember correctly. I'm not 100% certain, but on easy we start out with 400, so that's really nice. And that means that we could possibly go to here and buy, like I usually buy this one, right? It's a little better than this one, but this one looks like it. I don't know if it's padded, but it looks really nice. And so I'm gonna put it right there, because usually the people will sit right there. And I like to have one per that. And I'm thinking I would easily want to maybe a second farm. Oh, but it ain't gonna let me put it there. Nope. But I guess it. Yeah, it's too close to the water. Darn. All right. Like right about. Well, okay. I guess that'll be okay. I mean, I wanted 2 farms. We might be able to put a little something right there later or something like that. And then I'm gonna consider, once the farmer cuts down some trees, we'll put a sawmill here, maybe. I think that's the way. And so if we got that there, I know over here we would want a. Well, actually, we could probably put the hunter along here. And then opposite him, maybe we could put a fishery, because the water's right here too. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to do all this. It's just that I wanna set up some basic stuff that we'll eventually need. And now what I do want, now the game, see how, gee, I'm trying to do this, and do you see what the game just did? It put me way the heck over there. I mean, that is ridiculous. Okay, so again, so what I want to do, and I want to test the game, is I'm thinking 4 houses. And so if we go 1 there, one there, one there, and we might be able to get okay, so now that we have some of the things, the only thing I didn't set up is the sawmill. No, hold on. And could we have chicken place there? Because we'll get eggs that can go in here and stuff like that. And then the other things that we didn't build. Alright, so remember, because I couldn't get them to close, but we could put this here, I guess. Or, you know, we could put that over here. And maybe the, 'cause the bakery is blue. And I think that should, like, I set up a hunter, right? Yeah, I mean, in a fishery. And so yeah, so I did it. So now alright, I'm gonna try to, I'll get the well up, and then I'm gonna go for the houses, and then we're gonna go to the farms. Or we should have to go to the sawmill, maybe. Yeah, so let's get the well up. Alright, the well is there. Okay, so without planks, you know, like, without planks, we won't, if we don't make our own planks, we'll have to buy them. So I'm gonna take a gamble here. We're gonna see if they can get that up and running, because if they could, then we won't have a plank problem. Because right now we have a log problem. So we only got 2 hours left. And so we'll have to evaluate this once the day is over. Okay, okay, so now the sawmill will be able to do that. So we're gonna set the hours. We gotta get that proper, and then we gotta put a couple people, or at least one person in there. Oh, we do have this full. Now, right now they're gonna go and eat, but now, I think we could put in 2 people. Let's go ahead and take a chance on that. And we'll put in 2 people because we're getting low on planks. Now we got 71 stones, so we don't have to make the quarry right away. And we have plenty of food, and we don't have to worry about a winter. But what we do have to worry about is not having the houses up and running. So I got the well, seeing that's already, you know, a done deal, and that's kind of blue, makes everybody happy. And we've got a bench here for socializing. And so now that we know that we're gonna have planks, we know that we're gonna have, oh, and the wood cutter is not set up right. What the heck? That's, see, if you don't get this set right, or no, you know what I mean? Like, wow. Yeah, and see, even this one is not set up. Hold on. Okay, so anyways, let me just, for discussion purposes, while this is going on, and I'm just tweaking it. I tried this with 3 houses, but 1 house did not produce children for like almost 3 generations, and that just made building this up very difficult. So now I plan to try this with 4 houses. And I'm going to try to produce the 4 houses before doing anything else, other than what I did with the well, the carpenters, and that. So we're not making any food. We're going to rely on what food is there and what's already in here until we get these houses up and running. And I think from here we'll go into the farms and get the 2 farms up and running. And then that'll produce some food for us. So I'm hoping, you know what I mean, the way I'm hoping on this. Okay, so we got 1 house, and I'm going to set this house for priority. See, now they okay, once you have no priority, they go to wherever they want to go to. But again, I'm forcing them to go to the 2nd house. And so this is like day 2, so we're going to try to see if we can get that done. And like I said, the importance of the houses is we only have 11 people, and we need to get at least 4 houses, because 3 houses just doesn't work, because if one house doesn't produce, the other 3 houses, you know. Alright, so this is the end of the day. And so if we look at our eating place, you know, we still got plenty of food. So we're not hurting. And the cellar does have some stuff. So we're not, like, there's no giant penalty. There's no giant penalty for right now. And this is why I am going for the 4 houses first, because 3 houses just didn't work. And I set up all the stuff that we need. So in this video we'll see all the stuff you know, like it'll go as long as all of that stuff, and then to discover if we have any problems and stuff like that. Now, so anyways, yeah, so, okay, so again, so I can tell you, I tried this a little while ago. In this first house, there was no children for 3 generations. Now, time goes by very quickly in this game, for, you know, them to live. So, I mean, it goes by real quick. And so that's it's pretty bad that you have a house that doesn't produce children for like I said, 3 generations. So that kind of doomed this, or made this, you know, harder to do. So I'm showing you, so in this video I'm going to show you if we can do 4 houses, if we can get those 4 houses up and running before we do anything else other than what we already done. And so, again, these people are gonna go do what they're gonna do. Okay, so we got 2 houses up. Now we're gonna go for the 3rd one. Oh, but see, they're gonna go somewhere else because the moment the priority is done, they go someplace else where they want to. Thankfully, somebody came over here, but somebody went way over there to build something when I want these houses done. Okay, I honestly feel that we can get at least these 4 houses up before we have to start to do the, because the next thing I want to do is obviously is the farms. I want to get those things going, so then I know we'll have food. So we're gonna need corn for 2 reasons. The people eat it, and so the chickens do too. And we're gonna need potatoes, because the people eat the potatoes. Pigs eat potatoes and barley, but the pig farm does not work correctly. The pigs just die out, so it's no point in making a pig thing. A pig farm. So there's no point in making barley at this point in the game. So we got 2 hours left. Can they at least, if it would be wonderful if they could finish this. Oh, see again 2 of them have decided to go somewhere else to build. That's more of their priority than this house. Okay, so I lost the 2 hours. Okay, one person's gonna come, but that is, if those people came there, then we might have had this house done. Yeah, we might have, you know, like, just think about it. But yeah, it's over. Darn it, the day is over. All right, well, I tried. Okay, so this last house will be for priority. And so let's take a look here. Alright, so you'll see that we have 3 children in this one. So already, compared to me trying this earlier, so already the first house at least has 3 children. So that is a good thing. Now, does that mean in the second house will be the one, or the 3rd house might be the one, or the 4th house might be the one that the people are just too old and can't have kids, and then again we're gonna have a problem. Alright, somebody's born. Okay, good, good, good. So we have 1 child here, we have 4 there. That's set for priority now. So now, so let's take a look at the food and see. We still have some food in here, so see how the gamble, it wasn't too bad. We still have some stuff in here too, so it wasn't too bad to try for the 4 houses. Now, I'm not saying that this is the best strategy or anything. I'm just kind of... I wanted to test out starting with just 3 houses or 4 houses. If we can just keep this going without getting to an extreme thing to where it just gets out of hand, you know? And so the day's gonna start in less than an hour, and matter of fact, you know, we do have some stuff, so this house might get done, and if it does, then we're gonna go to the farm. Now, which one of these farms look like they're gonna bring it online quick? Like, is it this one or that one? But let's see. And don't forget too, by building the 4 houses first, we still have as many workers as we started with. We don't have to assign them to anybody because we're getting the production out of them. Like when we build a farm, we're gonna have to put somebody in there. That's gonna take away one of our workers. But it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and we wanna. I just want to get this done, and maybe I could get a farm going, which would be wonderful. Yeah, the house is done, so now we're gonna set this as a priority. So let's see if we can get this farm up and running. See, like that guy's gonna go over there because, again, once they're done with that max priority, they go to whatever they want to go to. So, but now they should, the next time they go pick up something, they should head to here. And then again, we'll go to this farm over here. But it's 1300. Day's gonna go until 1800, so let's see if we can get this done. Because it would be really nice to start producing some food. And then maybe that's what we should do, is we should produce buildings that will produce food. At this point, now that we have 4 houses. We're almost done with this one. Now, you know, I'll have to see what the chick... Okay, good. We got that one. Oh, yeah, and look at this one is almost done. If I could get... Oh, but it's 1800. It's 1800. Okay. Oh, well. All right. It's 1800, so end the day. Okay. So we have a couple of thoughts. We know we're going to have 2 farms. And so... Now, they want to start at 5, but we want 6 to 18. We'll put a worker in here, but the first thing we know is that the people eat potatoes. So if we do potatoes, and then if we do, say, corn, somebody else was born, so that's really nice. And like I said, we only have 4 workers, but we will take one of them and we will put them in the farm, so at least when the day starts, they'll be doing that. And hey, and this one's done too? I didn't know that they actually got it done. This is great. Okay, so if that one has corn and potatoes, then this one must have wheat. And tobacco, we can get money for that, and so we will do the tobacco in order to get money. So the only thing that we're not making is, I believe, barley, and the reason for that simply is because yeah. So now this is gonna hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna take one more person out of here and put them in that farm, because the idea at this point, we want to make sure that we're producing some food. So then. Oh yeah, the quarry. I gotta get the quarry up. Sorry, I gotta get the quarry up. Yeah, I gotta get the quarry up. Cause we're gonna need stone. And so we again, this was just a gamble. Okay, so all I'm trying to say is, okay, so let's take a look at this now. This was the last house made, and it's got 3 guys, like children, in it, 3 boys. This was the 3rd house made, and there's none. But we got 5 here, and we have 5 here, so that's 10. Plus 3, that's 13. And we originally started with 11. So again, you have to account for 1 house that will not produce children because they're too old. And so when you only have 3 houses, you can see how this could be an issue if you only had 1 house with 5 kids and 1 house with 3. And let's say there's only like 2 ladies and the rest are all boys. You can see how hard this could be with that going on and stuff and like that. And so, and you can see animals going around, so we need a hunter. But at this point, I'm putting a priority on stones because we already have 2 people in the sawmill. We have 2 people in the woodcutter. We have 2 people in the cellar, which resupplies the food place. And we have 1 person here and 1 person here producing us food and tobacco so we can sell it and make some money. And then once we have a hunter, we'll get some leather and stuff like that. But I'm putting a priority on this because we are gonna need stones, and I don't want to have to buy them. Now I do have $355, and I could do stuff, things of that nature, like just like I could, and the thing is too, like, okay, so in Plymouth on hard difficulty with the harsh winter, I think you start with only $100, and because it's nighttime, I could go ahead and say, let's go ahead and do some lights, right? And so when you're in Plymouth, you can only put down 3 or 4 of these lights. That's it. So having this extra money is nice. So we can put down, we don't have to do this, but it's kind of nice to be able to have some lights. And then just like here, they're gonna sit down there, so it'd be nice to have a light there maybe. And it just makes it kind of look, you know, a little bit better and legitimate. I mean, we don't want to go crazy on it, but we want to just, you know, do it a little bit, I guess. So it's a little kind of weird, but all right, that's it. Okay, you know, just for the heck of it, right? Makes it look a little bit better. And you can see by putting all those lights, right? You wouldn't be able to do that, but when you're playing on Plymouth. But the thing is, as long as you have a hunter, you'll get a lot of leather. As long as you plant some tobacco, you can sell that and the leather, and you can make a lot of money, and then you can put down all the lights that you want. But in the Bermuda here, you know, on easy difficulty with no winter, this is kind of nice. And just like I said, we'll have the garden year round, so I mean that's gonna be nice. And then so they wanted to work on the hunter, yeah. And so so it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and what we got to decide is what is the next priority now that they got the 2 farms up. The priority is the quarry. So once the quarry, the quarry is what I want, because you know what I mean. I don't want to have to buy stuff. And so we're just seeing if, and like I said, we're just seeing if we can do this and get these 4 houses, but. Yep. So okay. All right, so you can see how this is, right? 3 out of the 4 houses produced children, and this house did not. And so just after experimenting on this with just 3 houses, and I only had 2 that produced children, and only 1 was maxed out, where here I have 3 that maxed out. That'll be 15 workers, but none here. And you can see how this. And look, it's 34, right? And 46, the guy. So that's the. I don't think the guy is the issue. It's the woman. Right? Like, I don't know back then, you know, I mean, you can still have children when you're in your 30s and 40s. I mean, come on. There's no reason for them to not, but maybe it's RNG. Like, it's just bad luck, or they just can't produce it, you know. But it's okay. I mean, 3 out of 4 worked, so I'm not going to complain about it. And so I know I will have, you know, I'll have workers. And so let's see. Okay, now they got the quarry up. So it's either a hunter or the fishery. Because imagine because yeah, look at it this way, right? If we can get the fishery up, if there's no true winter, then we can get fish year round here in Bermuda and stuff. And so once we have that, I mean, we're gonna have fish, right? And then I'm gonna tell you, when we get the chicken farm up, you know, we're gonna have eggs. So, and I still have 100, so I'll be able to buy chickens. And so if we can get that up and running, yeah, because when you're playing Plymouth, you know, that's 4 seasons there. And the winter is really hard, and and there's, your fishery and your farms aren't supposed to work, so I mean, but that's when you can move them to be hunters or something like that. So you can do those kind of things. So if we look up here where the totals are, yeah, we have a plank issue. But we do have 2 people working it. And the output is 45, so you know, I don't know what's wrong with that. Just like there's 20 here for wood. And we have 2 cellar guys. Now the cellar guy's job is to resupply the cellar and also resupply the eating place. And then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we could take somebody who's off. I'll put 2 people in a farm so that way they can get the job better done. Yeah, so yeah, okay, like I can tell you, I tried to make a video for you showing you just starting with 3 houses, but you know, I only had 2 houses and I only had 8 people, and it was just a terrible start. So I knew on this particular run I needed to have 4 houses, and like I said, this proves my theory. Well, it doesn't. I mean, for 2 tries, this, I don't know if I can say 100% that this proves my theory, but my theory is that you're gonna be plagued on one of your houses, and this is it right here. Like in the other play I was doing, it was this house. For 3 generations, it did not produce children. Now, I'm not saying for 3 generations, but 2 generations, this probably won't. You know what I mean? Like, we have to wait for these people to die off in order to get 2 younger people in here to produce children and stuff like that. But again, so if you count, that's 15 people. And all right, yeah, so look, you know, because if we get the fishery up, we just need a couple of planks, and we got it. We got it. All right, so we got it. So now we're gonna set the hours. And we're gonna find just one person. We just need one. And we're gonna start getting, you know, fish. Watch it. Yeah, look, the person is already fishing. That's great. Look at. Oh, look at, you got 8 fish. I mean, come on. That is great. You know, as a mid-teenager, you know, I got to go deep sea fishing. And I mean, that's pretty good to get 8 fish. I mean, we used to go way out into the ocean. And I mean, we would catch a couple hundred fish, but that's because, you know, my uncle would drive to yeah, like look at this school of fish right here. So he would drive his boat to here or right about here. He'd shut the boat off, and then we would just float into, or go, you know, like, I guess the current's going this way. So he would go past the school, and then we would just sail we would just like, the boat would just float into the school, and at that time we would drop our lines and hit the bottom and then just jerk it once or twice, and then we'd be pulling up fish like for 20 to 30 minutes. Imagine just dropping it from the boat all the way down into the water to the bottom of the ocean, and then bouncing it once or twice, and the fish hit it, and then we reel them up and we put them on the boat, and we'd fill up a big tub of fish, and then we go into the town and then sell it at the docks. But anyways, I'm just saying, so that was really nice that this person was able to only fish twice before the day ended, and they got 16 fish. I mean, that is fantastic. And now I'm gonna set for priority the hunter, right? Because I'm gonna do food related jobs, because we, at the current time, we don't have any leather, and so with a hunter we'll at least get some leather, plus we will get meat. But now we're getting fish, and we did have some in the warehouse, but I'm just saying. And then we're gonna get, and then the next thing, okay, so after the hunter, I'm gonna go for the chickens over here. Will be the next thing. And then after that, we can get the bakery or the mill, whichever one is, you know, whatever. I mean, we can do that. But the day is gonna start in 10 minutes, or like, look how time that goes by. So yeah. So look at, man, he's fishing. That is great. He got 7 that time. Oh yeah, and even I don't think I put 2 people in here, so somebody occupied the job. So somebody automatically went in there. That's fantastic. And again, I wonder if somebody will automatically go into the hunter once the hunter comes online. Oh wow, some people came over here to get these rocks instead of these rocks over there. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of animals running around, and wait till this hunter gets online. And then we'll start getting meat. Alright, there we go. Now, again, I'm just gonna go by what somebody suggested in the forum is, you know, 6 to 1800, and there's already somebody in there. I didn't even have to assign somebody, they already took the job. That is fantastic. Yeah, matter of fact, we got a full place here. Alright, so I'm gonna go as a priority to get the chicken farm up. It will cost us some money. But yeah. And we got 2 there, we have 2 there. We have 2 there, we have 2 here. We even have 2 there. And this is full. And so then what we're gonna do, because whenever this fills up, we gotta start taking people out of here. Now, in a place where there's winter, you know, you can take your fishery people and your farm people and put them as being a hunter for the winter, but here, so we got max of 3 people in here. Now this is not set up right. I don't know why the hours changed. Maybe somebody died that was in here, and now more people went in, and it set the time a little different. But if we keep all the times the same, then we shouldn't have an eaten issue until we have more people than what we can actually use. And so now, again, like I said, I'm going to try to get this is that's priority, the chicken farm. So at least I'm set up for the next day. And we have, 5 workers. And then let's take a look at the houses again. Yeah, see, and again, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, don't forget, this house did have a full house, but 3 are out of the house. And so we have 10 here. But this third house, as you can see in this playthrough right now, again, I can tell you, I've done it twice now. And like I said, the number 1 house was the problem, and now the number 3 house is the problem. And but I'm happy that the other 3 have people. So this allows me to do what I need to do. But only having 2 houses that did that out of 3, this is much. You can't get as much done and stuff like that. Okay, now this place. Now I gotta get somebody in there, obviously. Okay, so now I bought a bunch of chickens, and we have somebody in there. Yeah, and so what I'm gonna say about this now is the chickens. They've got 10 corn in here for them to eat. They got a person that's monitored them from 6 to 1800, 12 hours, and then they'll have 12 hours off. We're not gonna slaughter any, because we're gonna get a lot of eggs eventually. And then they'll go to 2 and stuff like that. And so playing of this game, like I said, I haven't had a problem with the chickens unless the person that's running it dies and nobody else goes in there. Then you lose all the chickens. But and that's if you don't notice it, and stuff like that. Now a woodcutter. And again, we're taking laborers, and we're gonna put them it's good to have 2 people in the cellar to replace the food that is being eaten in the eating place. And currently, oh yeah, and okay, now and the bakery is up. Okay, so we got the bakery, but we're running out of workers, but that's okay now because, like I said, we need 1 person in there, and then this is set to priority. And we're just gonna look while, you know, the night is on. 2200 at night, it's 11 o'clock. No, 2200 is 10 o'clock, 2300 is 11, okay. But anyways, yeah, look, we got 4 people automatically in the quarry. Now that is a full occupied job. We've got 3 people as hunters. That's fully developed. We have 2 in the fishery. Somebody just died though. Oh, look at, one of the parents died. Now, if the other parents die, we lose all the children. Unless they're, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see why we would lose a 16-year-old though. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that should be an issue. And then, you know, again, like I said, I don't know why this is. I mean, it's got to be something hard written into the game where the dev made it that there's going to be a chance that they don't produce any children. It's got to be. Because how can I play this twice with 3 houses, this time with 4 houses, and the same darn thing happens out of the initial houses that you put up? And it's only because I can look at this, right? You know, it's only because I'm deliberately playing this game for this particular reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'm showing you people this. So now we just have parents here. All the kids are out of there. Got 1 parent there and 1 child. And again, that, you know, and I'll tell you this. For a house, okay, so for a place that doesn't produce children, the thing that you could do is you could take them out of this house and you could put them in the quarry and then they'll die off. But I already got the quarry full, so is there any place else? Is there any place else that's deficient? Yeah, look, we got a bunch of trees over here. We could probably... We could probably put another woodcutter over here. You know? So yes, as soon as this is built, we'll make another woodcutter, so that way we'll get more wood. Now let's take a look over here. Now check. Okay, so this is what I want to show you about a chicken farm, right? This will make my point. We maxed out on corn for them, and we don't have meat because we didn't slaughter any, and I don't plan on it because we'll have a nice supply of eggs. And like I said, these 2 farms are creating like corn, wheat, and potatoes, and then the tobacco. The only reason for the tobacco is to sell it, like and so while this is going on anyways, we can go to here and we can sell And apparently when you do this, you need to sell the whole lot. And the leather. You sell the whole lot because the game rips you off if you don't. Because if you figure wherever those products are sitting, it'll take it out of each of them, but you won't. There's something about it. Like I read something about it where you get ripped off, so you have to sell the whole lot when you're gonna sell those things. Okay, so again, so at this point in this game of us doing this, let's look at the status of our houses. And like I said, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just show you this, right? Okay, so she's only 19 years old. I'm gonna assign her to here. And I'm gonna assign her to there. And now I'm gonna go to this house. And I'm gonna assign her to here. And I'm gonna assign this guy to here. And what I'm gonna and what I hope to accomplish is that those guys are doing a hard job, and that will kill them off, because that house has not produced any children for 2 generations already. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, and the other thing that I was thinking of is that I would make one more eating place. Yeah, I thought I'd bring online one more eating place. Okay, now somebody's complaining about sleep. Now, when that happens, it could be because maybe we have more people than what we have a place. So I am not 100% certain about that. So I think the prudent thing would be is to have just a shelter, another shelter for the young people. And so yeah, we're kind of low on this stuff, but we'll see. To me, this whole thing was to see if I don't get spammed for this. So I don't know if for example, if something came online here and the hours are off from what our schedule is, like I don't know. But we do need somebody in here. Because I wanted to play this and not get spammed to death. You know what I mean? Like, so priority, and they just need wood for a woodcutter. Now, I don't know if it's the people that I put in here, not like look, there's one less person, so maybe one of those people already died. Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let me see. Yeah, see, that person's still old. Yeah, see, okay, so if you reassign people, then those are the people that complain that they don't have enough sleep because you reassign them and stuff. So it's I think that, so for that kind of thing, I think it should be able to get resolved. It should get resolved within a cycle of a day or something, I would say to myself, you know, that would. Now again, we still have a lot of hey, oh, we don't have somebody in here. See, and that's something that you always are going to have to check. So now this lady is 22 years old, so she should live a long life in here being the innkeeper. And now we shouldn't have a food problem because she's now got the place open for them. But oh, it's being born. Okay, so yeah, I don't mind being spammed about the people being born. I mean, that's a good thing, but that's fine. And so, like I said, I wanted to play this game to where it doesn't get out of hand, and that's why I said I was gonna just limit to 3. But when 1 doesn't work, it doesn't work. So now 4, and then 1 didn't work. But at least I'm up to 27 people, which I don't always count on the amount of time that I play a game to consider that, but you know, so whether the video is 1 hour, 2 hours or so, you know, 3, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't take that into account, but what I take into account is what I'm looking at here between the 3 houses or the 4 houses. And so that one is full, that one, this one is totally, yeah, good. So the 2 people that were in this house that never produced anything in 2 generations is now gone. And so that house is available for somebody. So this is the reason why I don't have to build any more houses, because a couple could go into this one. And we might have that same issue with this one, but anyways, okay. So again, I don't like that this is full. So I'm gonna put the shelter. I'm gonna bring the shelter on. I'm gonna set priority max to the shelter. I just want to see if I can settle it down a little bit, because we have to have a place for the young people that come into it. And this is why I don't want 8, 10, 12 houses, because it gets crazy. So I'm trying to see what 4 houses can do. But when 1 doesn't work, but you still have 3, so that's 15, so that is okay, it appears. So when the shelter comes online, I'm gonna then get this up. Whatever this is, yeah, this is another eating place. I can put this on just so that way we won't have an eating issue. And then we'll need a warehouse. Yeah, I'll put one warehouse here. That way, if we need to, and it wouldn't hurt to actually have another one of these. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have another cellar. Seeing we're gonna have an eating place right here, the cellar here could then support this place. All right. So yeah, let's do a little bit longer just to see if what I've done will be enough to just keep this going. Alright, somebody else died, so we have to be careful and see who died. Alright, so now, like I mentioned, that we have 2 people in the farms, we can take somebody out and put them in here. Now, somebody must have died from this one. And we have 1 person in the bakery. We have nobody in the sawmill. That's a problem. Now, I don't know what the problem is here. Because I don't know whose job it is to resupply this. And like I said, this will be the only problem. As a matter of fact, in the cellar there's corn, so there should be no reason why this corn can't end up in there. Unless we have no workers over here. But we do have workers there. Okay, so now again, with this four house game that I'm doing, you could see that this house is full, this house is full, this house is full, but this house isn't even being occupied. So essentially, from the start of this game, you can see how one house fails nearly all the time. And so there's got to be something hard written into that, or it's got to be some kind of game mechanic that's not functioning properly, or it's just like RNG or whatever. And that's being nice. Like, I'm being nice when I'm saying, whenever I say it's RNG, that just means whatever handful of dice that you threw, you just didn't get the lucky roll or the score, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't get it. And that's just being nice. I mean, I don't know what percentage it is that a couple is not going to produce children, but that's a big thing. For 3 houses, one fails, and then for 4 houses, 1 fails. So that's, you know what I'm saying? What more can I say about that, folks? Tell me if I'm on the right track or not. Okay, so let's just take a look at everybody and see what we got. Because we gotta at least have 1 person in every place until we have more people. See, again, we have nobody there. Okay, well, at least they all ate all the corn that's in there. Because we almost lost the chickens. Like, we almost lost them. But they ate up all the corn that went in there, and so we need more corn. And so, yeah, I mean... Okay, so it's the end of the day, everybody's retreating. Now, this shelter... it just takes one more person. And somebody else is born. Alright, so let's kind of evaluate this for a moment. I mean, my first concern was to get a shelter up, because having 2 shelters will be enough to hold, you know, have those people, because we're gonna get, because the thing is, that's 5, 10, 15. And again, we have a house throughout this whole gameplay that has not produced any children. 0. And so do you see how hard this was if you only started with 3 houses? And one of them did that, which did. So how come in 2 playthroughs of this, this situation happened? Like, well, what is the reason for that? But anyways, I gotta stop at some point, but again, we're trying to keep it going. You know, like, even with all these people, you know, it's, this is being depleted. But as long as we get somebody in here, it'll get things, so we don't necessarily I mean, we don't necessarily have to have a second eating place. As long as we're producing enough food, we just need the workers. And until those kids grow up, you know what I mean? So the question would be, you know, do we start with 5 houses instead of 4? You know what I mean? But at some point, it's going to be a point that it'll get out of hand in some way. And I'm just trying to do this in a way that not keeps it slow, but keeps it to where, I mean, I don't want to get spammed for food. I mean, that's the one thing, and the sleeping thing. So this is why, like, I felt that I need one more shelter, because I need a place for the young people. And so, and then if we do get this shelter, we're going to need another warehouse, because once the people are old enough, their first job will be to go to the warehouse. So that's why we're going to need a second warehouse. Because do you see how 2 people just popped in here? So now we got some warehouse workers. Nice. So yeah, that'll help to resolve some issues here. And this place, you know, one more person can go here. And so again, having this as priority is okay. And we look here, we got 24 planks. So this should be made. I mean, there's no reason for it not to be. And so yeah, so I made enough industry, food industry and stuff, to where, you know, at some point we could max out the people who work in those places, but at the same time, you know, we gotta be able to keep it going and stuff. So now again, somebody might have died, so now we only have 2 people. So I can't, it's not like I can do much. The one thing we must make sure is that we have at least 1 person in every place. Yeah, see, we got an issue here. Look at, they're red. And whose job is it to put corn in here? We got 50 corn. There's no point in having 50 corn if somebody is not bringing it in here. Or is this person that his job is to go and get the corn? You know, is it this person's job to do that? You know? So I might have to waste some money and buy some more chickens, but I can't do it until this place gets stocked up. So I mean, so like I said, usually this is not a problem. Usually, I'm just gonna say, like, you're hearing my opinion on this game, and my opinion is usually we don't have a problem with the chicken farm. There's something like not right. Like it's either like we got 6 in here. Look at this. We have 7 now. Okay, we have 7. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll just, if they die off, I'll have to buy some more, or I'll have to wait for that to get stocked with corn. I don't know the reason. Like I could probably, I don't know if I could extend the road out here and then make another farm and just do corn. Like that might be the answer. Like I don't know if it is, but you know, I see that it's an issue. You know, like, you know, I'm trying to resolve problems, you know, like, seriously. Okay, so after the shelter comes up, I'm gonna bring up this farm and I'm gonna set this farm for all corn. Like that's all I'm gonna do, just to see if I can resolve the issue with this chicken farm, because I don't, like in any other playthrough, like I usually don't lose the chicken farm. Like I usually don't lose it. Like, and you already know until the dev fix it, you know that you're not gonna have a pig farm. But now that we have a bunch of workers here, yeah, look, somebody just went in here and brought corn over there. So it's this place here that does it. So it's important to have some people in the cellar. It just won't do it. Like, why not? Do you have to be a certain age in order to work in a cellar? I mean, twice I tried to put somebody in there for the 3rd person and they won't do it. But it's okay. As long as I have 2 people in there, that should be okay. So now we have 2 people there. We have a person here. We have plenty of corn. We have that. And we have 2 people in that farm. We have 1 person here. Maybe we could stick another person there. Okay, and now this is online. So we are going to set the farm as priority, and all I'm going to do is put corn in there. As a matter of fact, any other farms I make are going to be specific to one crop. You know what I mean? Like whatever crop we don't have. Like so, because I don't want any corn deficiency in this area. And so my answer to that is to build this here. And it's already nighttime, so the farm won't be built until tomorrow. Alright, so like I said, I don't know if you want to, see this, but I think I can make this a 2-part thing, and so this will be the first part, and then the second part will be able to create all these other things that we got going on, and to continue this to see if the 4-house thing can still work. But, and then this way at least I can hear your opinion on one of the houses totally not working in any way, shape, or form. Like, what do you think of that? Right? So yeah, so let me... Like, we don't want to save the game, because if we do, it's going to take like 7 to 10 minutes to save the game. Like, this game is not good, but I'll make this a 2-part thing. So anyways, this is the first part. So no matter where you are in the world, have a great day, a great afternoon, a great evening. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. God bless to you. Keep all religions equal. This is your friend Jeff signing out. Adios, amigos, and adios, the lovely amigas.